Hate you for your beat. Hate you for your beat.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Curry Spice back with another video, and I'm on my way to work. As you see, I have the beach. Beautiful, beautiful Huntington Beach right behind me. And I always told myself that I was gonna come sit by the beach on the way to work because it's so gorgeous. But I've just been so busy. Oh, I see dogs. I see dogs playing. They're playing with each other by the water. But I've always been so busy that I can't make the time to just kind of kick back and just tune into nature, you know? But one of these days I'm gonna do it. I don't do it as often as I should, but I really wanna take advantage of this commute. So I just wanted to just make a quick video. I want to talk about, like, just briefly about my experience working at Huntington Beach. So I work in an assisted living, and it's a very affluent, highly affluent area. For those of you who are not familiar with Huntington Beach. It's gorgeous here. As you can see, it is not inexpensive. As you look around, it's very fabulous. And as you can see, the houses, or not houses, but buildings behind me, very upscale looking. And I don't see many homeless people roaming the streets, or looks very safe here. And I've worked in this area for almost 7 months, and I always thought, to be honest with you, I never thought I would work in an area like this, but I'm happy that I do, because I'm a very diverse person, and I love to be able to experience a multitude of different neighborhoods, different socio-economical upbringings, backgrounds of different people, different cultures. I'm just very eclectic, and I love to get a taste of what each person in this world is experiencing, because I like to call myself an empathic person. And if I can't pick up on someone's signals, like if I can't read someone, it drives me crazy, because I need to be able to read them to understand their intent. So I'm really big on that. But here at Huntington Beach, I feel very, part of me feels very safe, and then another part of me, when I work, at first I felt like, I never thought my race was an issue. I never thought that my being African American was a problem at all. And to an extent, it's not. However, I tend to feel like my blackness is the elephant in the room. And it's funny to say that, but I don't know, because it comes up in conversation. My blackness comes up in conversation. Like, it's one person asked me, and okay, so I'm surrounded by a multitude of different like people with different backgrounds, primarily Caucasian descent, because the only minorities that I'm exposed to thus far in the assisted living environment are those who are staff members. Not so much those who are residents, but more so those who are staff. So I've noticed that a lot. That comes up a lot. So I had a resident, and she's actually one of my favorite residents. And I guess these residents feel really comfortable enough with me to tell me what's on their mind, which I appreciate, because I've always loved honesty. Even if it's not an honesty that is in my favor, I still want that honesty, because then I can decipher who's on my side, who's not on my side, and you know, it helps me understand the person's intent when they're like bold about it. Even if it comes across as tactless or rude, I still prefer that. I still prefer the honesty. So, and they're very honest in assisted living, because I'm surrounded by seniors. They're nothing but honest. And I mean, they have nothing to hide. They are not afraid to speak their mind. So the resident was thinking that the reason why I got my septum piercing and my nostril piercing is due to my African ancestry. And I don't know. Maybe I should change my way of thinking. But in an instant, it seemed like something I would... I don't know. It seemed to be offensive. It didn't ruin my day, but I took note of it, you know? And then I have another favorite resident who... she made a couple of references to my Blackness. She called me chocolate pudding. You know? Sometimes I throw it back. Sometimes I throw it back at them and, you know, say something about them too, you know? But I do it in a playful way. I don't try to call anyone out their name or make them feel like, you know, make them feel bad about things that they tell me or anything like that. I'm very just understanding of the way someone's mind works. So it's not like I'm saying F you, like how dare you mention my Blackness. Like I don't do that. I just kind of play it off like, oh, okay. But then take note of it. There was another one, and this is probably like the worst one of all. There was one who, and she was reluctant to say it because she said she shouldn't say it, but said it anyway. I guess because she felt really comfortable with me. So she said that I'm gorgeous for a black woman. So, and then she went into talking about how my features aren't as prominent as African Americans that she's accustomed to seeing, and you know. So it's like, you know, she went down the list, like, I'm like, oh, okay. So I just, like I said, I just played it off. I didn't say, how dare you say that to me? And I probably should have corrected it politely, but I think she knew deep down that she probably shouldn't have said that. But sometimes I don't like to tell people what they do wrong, because then they'll keep their bigotry or prejudiceness or racism to themselves, and I don't want them to do that. I'd rather know. Like I said, I'd rather know. Yeah, I'd rather know. I want to know exactly what I'm up against. So I just kind of sit back and listen, smile, and I say, oh, okay, like a bear and grin kind of situation. And I think part of it might be enabling that behavior, but it's just one of those situations where it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There's consequences for every decision you make. You know, everything you say, everything don't say has a consequence. So it's like, that's how life is. You can't really avoid that. So okay, so I had a call, so I had to take it really quick. So I have another resident who's my favorite, and she never strikes me as, you know, anyone who's all hung up on about race. Like, she never struck me to be someone who's all hung up on race or anything, but she touched me yesterday, and it seemed almost as if she was afraid to touch me. It's like, oh, let me not like, let me not touch her too hard, or my skin I might get corroded if I touch too hard, because her blackness and my whiteness just, it doesn't you know, it's very delicate when you try to put them together. So you can't touch her. Yeah, touch her very gently. You know, that's kind of what I got from it. But I don't know, I might be thinking too deeply about it, but I don't know. She's very light-handed. But you know what? To be honest with you, now I'm thinking about it, she has this way that she touches. She has a certain way. So maybe it's not the way I think it is. But then I have another resident who, you know, they touch my hair. They're like fascinated. They love my hair. Well, there's a few of them who absolutely love my hair, where there's others who only compliment me when my hair is up. And then there's others who don't like when I wear my turbans like this. They don't like it. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. There are others that they comment on them and say they're beautiful, where others are like, I guess it's like too ethnic or something. There's something about it they don't like. So they're like, I don't like it when you wear that. But so it just very, and as you can see, I'm wearing it anyway, because at the end of the day, I get first pick in what I wear, as long as it fits the standards of the uniform policy, unfortunately, because I don't like that either, but that's another story. When you work for someone else, that's just how it is. You have to bend over. But anyway, but yeah, so I just been, I don't know. Sometimes it could be a little awkward working in a affluent establishment when your blackness is the elephant in the room. So I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think, you can comment in the section box down below. You can comment down below and let me know, what do you think? Like, have you ever been surrounded by a group of people who don't fall in your cultural bracket, and you feel kind of stranger, or you feel comfortable to an extent, but there's something there that you feel like is unspoken, like you feel like there's an unspoken tension that's revolved around your ethnic background? Let me know. We can talk about it, because maybe it's just me, I'm not sure. But yeah, so otherwise, thank you for tuning in. I'm looking forward to spicing up your life one episode at a time. Bye.